I've done the wildcamp, guys, to secure the tent. Just going to put my boots on, I think. Muddy boots. What I noticed last night is that the farmer's ploughed his field again. So the footpath is just gone again. So I'm going to be wearing a big steel toe cap just to go down there. Not camping in there tonight. Just going to secure the tent. Got a bit of rain forecast for the morning. But at the moment the tent's all pulled in, so I'm going to string it out so it gets a bit of rain. To be honest, it's going to be the first rain we've had for quite a few days here in Kent. Very cold out there, so I'm getting wrapped up very well. Got a few layers on. Just doing my boots up. Red laces, I'll show you in a minute. Right. I bet these laces come undone on the way down. That wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, one more to do. Might have to take the power bank, possibly. Get this boot on. Yeah, the old temperatures have dropped now. I'm in Kent, quite cold. I'm going to take that power bank. I'm going to put this one on charge. Find the cable. I've got to get one of them huge power banks, man. One of them big old fucking powerhouse power banks, man. And then I'll just have one big box for camping. Just gonna have a blast on this before I go. Yeah, gonna be walking down to the camp, pegging it out. That's about it. I might bring a couple of things home while I'm sort of up there, free hands. Gonna be pardon me. Gonna be removing the tent at some point out into the open, and then with all the birds back on it, which I'll show you. Obviously, you camp under in a woodland under trees, you're going to get bird shit on your tent. So I'm going to be washing all that off. Got another camp planned in another wood, which is a bit more like a forest, which is near to here, which I know pretty well. Ministry of Defence land, but we'll be doing that. It could be a stealth camp, couldn't it, on Ministry of Defence land, as everybody's into these stealth camps now, which make me laugh. Especially ones that are out in the tents. Have you seen them coffin tents? It's just like, obviously you see my tent, I quite like a roomy tent, which is why I have a 2-man tent. But I've seen them coffin tents, man. You just lay there, like, do you know what I mean? I like to chill out in the tent. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't even swing a cat in one of them coffin ones. But who knows? We'll see how this tent gets on. I think it's going to fail once it gets real cold. That's what I'm thinking. But I've been looking at the high-end tents, the Hillenbergs and things like that. You're talking £1,000, man, for a two-man tent. Which to me seems a lot of money for a tent, like £1,000. But I guess you pay for what, you know what I mean? You get what you pay for. I think with one of them Hillenberg tents, it would probably last a lifetime. But saying that one I've got there, the Nightcat, which is claiming to be a 4-season tent, which I don't think it is. I think you could convert it into it, which is what I've been doing, putting the sides in. If the sides came right to the, but again, I'm on uneven land, so it'd be nice to get that on a bit of flat land. So it might just be because I'm not on flat land, I don't know. But I've not been in there yet once where I felt really cold. But yeah, as I'm getting quite into it, obviously, I guess you invest in high-end gear, it's going to last you a long time. But who knows? If I can get by with a £100 tent, I'm going to get by. Do you know what I mean? Rather than spending £1,000. Fair enough. You might want to spend £1,000 if you're going up into the Scottish fucking Highlands or something. Do you know what I mean? But then again, saying that, we have temperatures down in Kent that get to -15. Get a cold night. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Des, how you doing, mate? What weather have you got in Ireland tonight? It's very cold across the water here in Kent. We'll be going out in a second. What's the time? Yeah, I want to try and get, well, I'm not going to be able to get back for the Liverpool game, but that's what I was after. Liverpool versus Villa at Anfield. Top of the league and top of the Champions League. Get your money on Liverpool, everyone. They was all too busy talking about Man City and Arsenal. Forgot about us. Right, anyway, I've got to get my arse off of this sofa bed. We'll get out the front door and we'll head down to the camp, secure it out. Yeah, it's getting a bit nippy now, bruv, isn't it? Definitely. Certainly is in Kent here. Very dark, very cold, very damp in the air. Got a bit of rain. That's why I'm off down the tent. We've not had no rain for a few days here. Well, a week really, we've not had no rain. But there's a bit due in tomorrow morning, I believe. At the minute, I've got all my tent sides tucked in, like if I was going in there to sleep for the night. So I'm going to pull them all out and peg them out. Could even cycle down there on my mountain bike, but we'll have a walk down there. So the thing is, you walk out my road, you're in the countryside, do you know what I mean? It's whatever direction you go in, it's just farms and shit. No doubt it's going to be pitch black out there. No doubt I won't be able to find the footpath. I went down there last night just to check, and the farmer had been out again. Anyone that see the video the other day with the tractor, he'd been out again, and he's gone over the footpaths again, but they're called public rights of way, so it doesn't matter whether he's just ploughed it and you stomp on through. It's a public right of way. That's called the right to roam. Yeah, but it's all. I often get asked this: is it illegal? What you're doing, camping there? Do you know what I mean? Is it illegal to wild camp? In England and Wales, it is illegal to wild camp. Um, Unless you're in Dartmoor, there's a couple of places that you're allowed to wild camp, but that's currently in court where they're trying to stop the wild campers. Is it a criminal offence? Are the police going to turn up with the blue lights, going, right, we caught you now, while you're in the countryside? No, it's not a criminal offence, it's a civil offence. And the only offence that it is trespass. So you're trespassing. But to be honest, I've been camping since, well, I've been camping, what am I, 53? I've been camping over 40 years, man. With the Cubs as a small boy. And then what happens after the Cubs, you get different scouts you can join. I think if you live in a city and that, you'll be an adventure scout. There's different scouts. But I was a sea scout. Obviously coming from Kent, you had Chatham, where all the warships come from. Plus my dad being a submariner, but that's what was in our village. So I did that, and we used to do camping. We didn't call it wild camping, we just called it camping. Camping in the woods. But as long as you're not burning the farmer's fucking field down or doing anything crazy, and you're not... So you see, I'm camping right near a public right away, but I'm also camping in an area where nobody can get to. Do you know what I mean? It's just abandoned, it looks like it, a little bit of land. But in Scotland, it's legal. You can wild camp, man, in Scotland. I wouldn't mind doing that. Or over to Ireland, maybe, one day. I wouldn't mind going to Ireland to chase my grandfather's sort of roots. Obviously, my mum's got an Irish name. Well, my mum's first name, Eileen. Eileen is actually Irish as well. And Byrne, spelt the way it is, B-Y-R-N-E, it is Irish, the Irish way. If she was Scottish, it'd be obviously B-U-R-N. But nah. But yeah, with Irish history and sort of your ancestors, you get what's called a clan. And we got like tartans and that with our clan. And it's quite interesting. Obviously, with my English side, we don't get that. So, my Irish side, I'd like to go to Ireland just to explore. Plus, I want to see me mate Finn. Yeah, I want to go across to, wouldn't mind camping out there. I think I'd get on all right, just out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, don't know what the laws are in Ireland. Obviously, I'm talking about the Republic of Ireland, which I don't. Probably got Irish blood. I don't really differentiate between the north and the south. It's all just Ireland to me. It always has been. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Scotland, as I was saying, Scotland, you can wild camp anywhere there. Apart from there's certain places like some of them locks around there, like restricted areas. But yeah, it's only in England for some reason you can't wild camp. But I think responsible camping should be allowed. But to be honest, no one's going to pull you up. If you're taking your litter home with you, the farmer probably ain't going to mind you being there. Some people do go and get permission. I've seen these YouTubers going, oh, wild camp. They've got permission, yet they're sneaking about. Like, do you know what I mean? Just trying to hype the video up. There's no hype with me. I'm just in there. We're doing it. Do you know what I mean? You've seen the videos. But there's a lot of hypers out there, man. I'm noticing more and more of these camping videos are just people hyping it up, man. People hyping it right up. Sneaking about. Oh, there's someone over there. Do you know what I mean? And all that. And they've got permission to be there. So it's crazy. It's just for the hype. And then they pull out the beers, man. Start drinking. There's me pulling out the weed. But anyway. It's enough wild camping chat. Let's get out of here, haven't we? before my battery dies. Are we even going to get there and back on a full battery? Who knows? I've got 92%. But yeah, it's a civil offence, trespassing. You can't just get nicked for it. You see, they've got to warn you. Say, oh, you're trespassing. Leave. And there should be signs telling you you're trespassing. There's none telling me. I'm not. You know what I mean? There's none telling me. No one will capture me anyway. I could even go out in the open, which I'm going to do at some point, and pitch it right out. I don't think the farmer would mind. We should go night fishing down there. Indeed, mate. Indeed. That's the way I've always looked at Ireland. My dad's totally English, but where I've got an Irish, an Irish granddad. He always taught me what was what, which I always respect my dad for. But my dad, he was a submarine man, the same as my Irish granddad. He was during the war. He was in the merchant navy, delivering goods and stuff. But then the Germans were sinking everybody. So what he did, well, a lot of Irish did actually, and it's the way they also got trained for the paramilitaries, because they joined up just to fight, just to get on the gun. Where can we get on the guns? Well, we'll go over to Britain, get on the guns, and they sort of went into France and they learnt a lot of things. But yeah, my granddad, I think he saw a lot of his mates killed, and then thought, "Fuck it, he's got to fight back." So he went and got in a submarine. Got blew out of his submarine and found by a Chinese man. Yeah, he was washed up on a beach, but then he went back, got better, then went back to the submarine. Yeah, quite mad history. But yeah, I look at Ireland as just one whole. Obviously, there's been a lot of. Obviously, you go back to the Troubles and that. Obviously, I'm old enough to remember all that business. To be honest, I think it's worse now. To be honest, a lot of places around the world could learn a lot from Britain and Ireland. When you look at how bad it used to be, that's both sides, man. But then all the Irish are doing is fighting back, so I can understand both sides. And my dad always taught me to respect everybody on both sides, so I understand that. I didn't really, as a kid, Irish history was very confusing, with the religious thing there and the Brits and all that. It was very confusing as a kid, but obviously growing up, I've learned my own history, and I've learned sort of a bit of Irish history. But yeah, history lessons with Phil. It's good to know who you are, man. It's good to know who you are, where you come from. Yeah. And each surname, like your Irish surname, will lead back to your clan originally, and it will lead back to an area in Ireland, which is all mad for me. But yeah, very interesting for sure. But my mum's got an Irish first name and an Irish surname. Crazy. But there's a lot of people in Liverpool with Irish blood, which is where my mum was born. It's my dad's born here, but my mum's was born in Liverpool. But waffling on here, aren't we? Let's get up and go. I'll just finish smoking this though. But yeah, wouldn't mind doing a bit of camping in Ireland, man. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I am, Des. Me and all my friends. That's where we come from. What you're saying there. Bottom of the pile, really. But it's all good. Yeah. Working class, and you got your middle class, and you got your people who are living in another world, man, at the top. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the world could learn a lot from Britain and Ireland when it comes to peace, especially them Israelis running around like there's no tomorrow. Um, will that ever end, the Israel conflict there? Possibly, it might do one day, but who knows? But peace can be achieved, but you got to want it, haven't you? Um, to be honest. Uh, and all over religion, which is a dying thing. Anyway, religion is even dying in Ireland. Ireland. People, you know what I mean? People are wiser now. Um, but to be honest, I think the terrorism now from the Muslim Brigade. I'm sorry if that insults anybody. I'm not putting every Muslim into that category. I'm just putting you extremists into it. Um, I think that's a lot worse than what the IRA ever done. Um, and with the Republican Army, they gave warnings as well. Not that I'm a supporter of any of the sides. Um, back then, because I didn't really understand it. Um, but I can understand both. Well, I can understand more from the Irish side, and I would say I was probably more on the Irish side than on the British side with those in the north. Um, I said that to my dad. Um, crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I think that what goes on today with the cutting people up and in London and all that old business is a lot worse. Um, to be honest with you, uh, especially when you get your old suicide bombers that strap it on, like the Manchester and all that. What went off there? Um, brainwash people, man. They think they're off to a land of 100 virgins and whatnot. Not crazy, crazy, man. What was it on London Bridge? Where that? Yeah, there were a couple of incidents in on London Bridge. One with a car, I think, ramming everybody. Muslim again. All the terrorist incidents in this country now are all done by Muslims. Ain't the Catholics running? Sorry to say Muslims all the time, guys, but it is. It's not the Catholics running around. It's not the Christians or the Sikhs or the Hindus or anyone else running around doing it. Stop smoking that wacky backy. I'm losing the plot. Well, to be honest with you, I've got autism and ADHD, so I don't expect to be on the same wavelength as you, Adam. But no, I wouldn't say I was losing the plot. I'm talking history. There you go. Des has just confirmed that. And as for the wacky backy, during my 30 years undiagnosed with autism and ADHD, weed was my only friend. And trust me, I'd be losing the plot a lot more, not on the weed and not on my meds. But no, I wouldn't say I was losing the plot. I think everybody's lost the plot, really. What is the plot? You tell me. Maybe what I just spoke about you didn't understand, but obviously Des understand it because he's Irish there. But yeah. Or maybe you're a Muslim or something. I don't know. I'm sorry if I've offended any Muslims out there. I don't mean to offend any Muslims, but at the end of the day, it's your crew that are doing it all, man. Does it still go off between Britain and Ireland? Yeah, and you get your little, what are they called? Little like splinter groups, but it's the weed making me question things that make you lose the plot. Well, no, I've always questioned. I think you've got to question things. But it depends in what circumstance you're questioning stuff. Um, but yeah, and obviously you had the peace process, um, and that wasn't really that was nothing to do with the Prime Minister. That was Mo Mowlam. She went into the H blocks and spoke to the IRA. I think because she was a woman, she walked in there. She got quite a bit of respect. Um, yeah, it was her that really created the peace that we know today. And people, to be honest, no, it's not really a lot of bombs go off today. Really, yeah, it's more crazies with big knives and choppers and that, like that. What was his name? That Lee Rigby. Apparently, you're not allowed to mention him, otherwise you get called racist. But I'm going to mention him. Poor little boy. He was just a boy, man. A little drummer boy in the army. You know what I mean? They chopped his head off. Ran him over and then chopped his head off. Crazy. And also taking over all the prisons. The Muslims. When I mean taking over the prisons, I mean like the running of them. But anyway, it wouldn't have been like that in my day. They burst into people's cells and try and convert them. Good job I ain't in there. Certainly wouldn't be converting. I certainly wouldn't let them burst in and fucking start preaching at me. There you go. Am I religious? If you want to call the Big Bang how the world started with religion and God, then so be it. But there's no superhuman being out there, man. It's a good story. That's about it. And obviously years ago, people didn't know any different, did they? Sad, really, how the way the whole world's panned out with religion and all that shit. To be honest, I don't give a shit what religion people are, man. As long as you ain't hurting anybody, preach away, man. Preach away. That's what I say. Each to their own, do you know what I mean? If someone finds a bit of faith in believing, or it makes them a little bit better person or stronger person, then I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not against religion. But it's not for me. I guess I'm Church of England. It's on my birth certificate, which is what my church is, which is a Christian church, which was started by Henry VIII, because it was all Catholic until then, and then Henry obviously liked a lot of wives, and he couldn't do that under being a Catholic. So he invented the Church of England, the old dirty bugger. Yeah, take care, mate. Have a few for me as well. I'm gonna have to get off here and dive out the door. So no, actually, I'm gonna stay live. Walk down there. I'm going to need that and that power bank. Sitting here talking for ages, man. I'm going to take that little radio. So I just had a power bank here somewhere. Oh, still got my decks up there. Look at all the records I've got to put away from last night. Right, I've got one torch. Is that going to be enough? No. I'm going to need this other one, I reckon. I've got this little... I might take this just so I can get the football on it. So we'll put that over our head. Going undercover. Ooh. Illegal wild camping, eh? Might need a lighter. There we go. I'm not planning on lighting anything. Torch. There's some big radios on charge. Is that charging? Yeah. Tuck me trousers in me sock, I think. Oh. Oh. Geez, Joe, how you doing? Oh, my phone's slipping. Hang on, let me put that. Oh, put that there. So I've got my black trousers on today. Oh, looking quite smart, so I don't want to get them muddy. So I tuck the bottoms in my socks. Red laces, boots on, and off we go. Got a torch, not taking anything with us tonight. Don't need anything. Extra torch on the radio. Do we need any weapons? We could always take the chopper for good measure. But we're not gonna. We're gonna leave the chopper behind. Won't that be a mistake if the bogeyman jumps out and gets me when I'm in the darkness? But it's all good. What else do we need? Nothing. That's it. Let's go. All I'm doing is I'm going down. I'm going to be pegging it right out the sides, and I think I've left a couple of stoves out in the open. But I've been checking the weather for like rain, and got to get the Christmas tree out as well, man. Don't know what to try. I might just put the Christmas. I might just tidy up the landing here and have my Christmas tree up here. Because I think now I've got the housing coming round and actually doing what they're supposed to do. I'll get my new kitchen and my new bathroom. But yeah, still got to wire in my lamps there. Going to be wiring them in together. Bit more painting to do. All my firefighting gear. I have to sort out my fire extinguishers. Because I've also been. Oh, what did they do? I think they think I've got no fire extinguishers in here, or any way of fighting fires. And I'm actually probably more qualified than them. So hopefully, and it's the main one, main one that's been trying to annoy me all for about 2 years. Marcy. 3 of them coming out, but 3 against me. I'm going to record it anyway. I'll be recording it, and I'll have a social worker here. Who's probably going to have to keep me quiet. Because as soon as they start chatting bollocks, I'll be correcting them. The thing is, they chat bollocks and they got no evidence. What I chat, I've actually got letters and evidence. It's crazy. Anyway, do we need anything out of there? Where's my radio? So I've got me. I might take this, you know. So I'm looking for me little where that is. The handheld radio. But I haven't got a clue where it is. So I'm just getting some batteries from the other torch. Because once we get around the corner, it's going to be pitch black. Right. We've been on here 36 minutes. 84% is going down, isn't it? The old battery. It's going to be cold out here. Oh yes, it's going to be cold out here. Yeah, that is it's quite cold out here, guys. In fact, I might even cancel it, get back in the warm. But we'll walk down because I've got to just move a couple of things. But yeah, it's freezing out here. Misty rain come. Well, no, it's not rain coming down. It's like mist. Fireworks going off. God, it's cold. Really cold, man. Straight down there. Do the tent, straight back, I think. I bet it's going to be muddy as well, man. It's like misty rain coming down. See a misty sort of. I should have put my scarf on. Tell you what, everybody. Wrap up warm if you're going out. Should be able to see a bit more tonight with this better lamp. It's got some batteries I've charged. I've lost my power lead. Yeah, that is cold. Just about to leave the estate where it's the countryside. Well, we're in the countryside, but into the darkness. Yeah, very very cold. talk fucking still. Energizers on. I've got the really expensive batteries. I don't know how long they're going to last for. Been working a bit longer than the other ones. Duracell. Might do a wild camp right over there at some point. Illegal wild camping. Tell you what, let's bang that big light on. Got to watch it though because I haven't got a thing in the bottom. Check that out. That's better. Got this bad boy on the go. Yeah, might even see the path tonight. Where it's a public right of way, where he ploughs the field, he goes over the path. Hands in pockets, man. Time, 'cause it's freezing. Best get used to it, it's going to get a lot colder. Anyway, good evening to everybody. Or good afternoon or good morning, depends on where you are. Going down to the tent, we're going to be pegging it right out. Which is just a question of 4 little things we've got to peg out. And straight back in the warm. It is freezing. It's like freezing misty fog. Here we go. My boots still yeah, my old laces are still up. Go through here. This really gets on my gut nerves, this little gate. It's alright until you got a backpack on, but I haven't got a backpack, so let me turn this radio on. Maybe I've got the lock button on. Right, let's try and find a footpath. I don't know, this is the way I'm okay up until here, and then it all goes mad. Right. Hopefully someone's been out here and still the same. Yeah, it's all like misty out here. I'm alright on the way there. On the way back I've got to just remember to stick more to the left. Is that the track there? No. Heading in this direction. I can just see the outline of the wood on the horizon, sort of in the dark. Mist. Well, it's like misty shit. See that misty sort of look. But anyway, I'm gonna bob along here. Is that the path there? Yeah, look. Right. Yeah, see, there is a bit of a path where the dog walkers have been. It's just when we come back, I've got to make sure that I stick to the left. Because last night I ended up a bit too much on the right. But it was all freshly ploughed last night. I couldn't see anything. But I had sort of rough idea where I was. But yeah, looking across, looking around. Nothing around, just me. No, I know something, when that rain hits, this is going to be like a mud bath. But yeah, it's a little, you can see where people have stamped the ground down. There's a little path going through here. last night where it was all fresh, you couldn't really see. Get in there and the tent's completely gone. That'd be mad. Right, I'm at the junction here, let's go down here. There you go, I'm off the track again. You know when you're off the track, you just start sinking. I don't think there is a track down here, is this it? Yeah, it's it. You can feel where people have walked. It's just more compact. It's a cold night to be out here. Out to Jason now. Long slog if it rates, certainly is, yeah. That's why I'm just popping down tonight, just to pull out the sides of my tent. We've had no rain for the past, what, 5 days? But sun's showing up at about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 in the morning. And the percentage is sort of there all day, so I've lost the fucking track completely. Was that it there? That's the farmer's track, isn't it? Which is going to take me where I want to go. You can see the outline there of a big or something there. Basically that is a woodland, which I'm just going to go in. But you literally can't really see a lot. Anyway, we're going to get off of here in a minute. See, in summer all the crops are up. There's a big walk through. You can see sort of out where you're going. See, that's where I need to go. I'm on the right track. But coming out of here, there ain't no track, man. There seems to be a track up there. You can go up that way, come around the long way. Anyway. I'm going to have to turn this torch off to put my other torch on. I'm not, I'm not, well, I'm not in it, well, yeah, I've got a tent in here. I hope I still have. But yeah, I don't live in a tent. I've got a house. But yeah, my wheelbarrow should be here, look. Yeah, my old wheelbarrow's still there. Just going to take my hood down, just so I can hear better. It's covering my ears, and obviously I want to hear every noise in here. Trees down, look, everywhere. Yeah, my tent's all right, look. The night cat. She's still up, it's all good. See what I mean about the bird shit? I'm just going to have a quick look up into the tree there. I forgot to say, the owls last night was right above my tree again. And he is again. I'm going to show you the owl, guys. He's up there now. Oh. Can you see that there? It's one of the barn owls. Yeah, one of the barn owls. Anyway, we won't make too much noise. All we're here to do is grab that. We're going to need one flying insects, man. 3. Four. What you live in your tent, Jace? Okay, bad shit, man. I'm right under the tree, though, man. I'm just going to peck this out, guys. All I'm looking to do is... God, that did me head in. Firework up there somewhere. I'm just going to put my lamp under here. All that can stay out. Saucepans and shit. We're going to put that out under there. Oh. Yeah, that's all done up still. What I'm doing. Jump on that one. Yep. Just peg that out like that. That's all good. Not that we're going to get any wind or anything. All right, yeah, I'm with you. You up and out on that? Oh. Good man. Right, that's going in now. That'll do. Like that. This side. Oh yeah, you do good, mate. Good comes back to you. You're right there. If that's what you were meaning. Right, this is going to... Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go around the other side. Get on that a bit better. That's all good. Just this bit to do that. Very true, what I was saying there. Right, that's all done. That's all I needed to do was that. Basically, what we got there? Yep, that's out. That's all good. That's all good. That's all we needed to do. Yeah, I think that tree there is the actual. Look at him in the middle there in the white. That's the actual roosting tree. Because there's two of them. That, don't know if you're seeing that. Them two white things in a tree. They're barn owls. Anyway, that's all good. Let's get out of here. So what I needed to do was make sure that that's all good, and it is. Alright, let's go. What's your feet in here? Trees down everywhere. Oh. I ain't even explored any of these other trees, what else are in them. I was going to climb that at some point with my radio, get out a bit further. There you got another tree down here. Down everywhere. Got my wheelbarrow. My laces are still up. Got a ditch here. Coming out the ditch, another down tree there. Back out into here. There's water running tonight. Yeah. A little bit of water running. Stay live. This is looking out with no light, man. Can hear a police siren. It's the wild camping police, man. Run! Right. Tonight, I'm on the mission not to go right as I did last night. Looking out for bombs, man. Plenty of unexploded bombs from the war get found around here. So I do look where I'm going, kind of. They're even being sort of ploughed up now. Tell you what, I'm going to follow that tractor track. Then I'm going to swerve to the left in a minute. Your sister gifted you a beautiful owl in flight painting. They're lovely animals, mate. Something special about them, do you know what I mean? All the daytime birds are all asleep, but the owls are out there. So far in that little woodland, I've now seen one of them massive barn owls, white ones, and then the two that are in the tree tonight. I've not heard them calling, but the baby owl, which is quite a rare one, I've seen. No, I've heard, but not seen. You've got the tawny owls, which are really loud. I've heard loads of them, but not seen them. It's weird that the ones I'm seeing, I've not heard. But there's two more species that are native to England. One of them's got like pointed ears and like pointed eyebrows. Looks like something out of the Muppet Show, and looks really quite scary. But I've not seen or heard that yet. And yeah, been learning all about owls. They can spin their head round 380 degrees. They've got very similar eyes to humans, where we've got forward-looking vision with eyes at the front. Right. See, there is another way going through there, which comes up another way, but I think it's longer. The only one out here probably is my mate with his dogs. I think he's the only one that knows where I am. What's the time, man? Indeed. Oh. Anybody out there tell me the football result for Liverpool? It's probably 0-0, it's only just started. But just approaching this bit. Nearly there now. There's the footpath. Or, well, I say footpath. There's a flat bit of mud. This can be like the trenches, man, when the rain starts out here. Might have to upgrade me steel toe cap boots for me old man's old Wellingtons, man. When this all gets muddy. But then there are probably less muddier ways of getting there. Obviously I've gone for the shortest route. Don't know whether the pump sewed anything in here or what. So yeah, some seeds. Oh, seeds, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, look, that is he's growing. That's some kind of winter crop. I did wonder what he was spraying the other night. Yeah. Kind of winter bean or something, who knows? I'll soon see, because I'll start coming up. Pretty hardy, whatever he's growing. For winter. Boom. Yay. Out we go. Back into civilization. Well, I call it civilization. Sleepy little village. Now me what cables come out. Been on here an hour and 2 minutes. Anyway, there's the gate, which I didn't want. Come a bit far to the left tonight. I'm going out this way. Except when I have my wheelbarrow, I go out the gateway. But even then I have to lift all my kit over, then lift the wheelbarrow over, and then get over myself. Neil, cheers mate. Fireworks still going off. Okay, it's getting more, seems more misty out here. Now I've come out the field. Yeah, it is misty. You can't see them lights down there, look. Misty frozen fog. Got a nice cup of chocolate. You're a motor. Going over in that direction for a wild camp at some point, but the next one I'm doing is going to be up in a real, well, it looks like a bit of a forest, but it's actually another woodland, which my granddad used to make charcoal in way back in the day. But it's very popularly, it's MOD land as well, which would be quite interesting. Stealth camp on MOD land. Would a neighbour's wife drumming upstairs warrant a complaint? At what time? At what time would that be? 76%. So what I'll have to do again, charge the battery. Oh, now? Nah, no, I wouldn't say it would be, I wouldn't say now would be unreasonable hours. Playing drums at the minute, no. I probably have my decks on louder than the drum kit. And again, our houses are pretty well insulated. They're the first type of sort of, well, the second type of council house to be built. Onto my road. I think there's some boxing on tonight. Oh, too sure what channel that's on. Might even put some music on myself later. That works. Depends what time it carries on till, and how loud is it. I think in England, it's 11 o'clock, you've got to start being, these classes unsociable, I think, after that. Right, just arriving now. Anyway, depends if it's before, there are certain hours. I don't think it's a criminal case, it's a civil offence. I know there are offences around noise. Anyway, guys and girls, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back when I've charged my phone. Whatever you're doing, have a good